Hi y'all, this is the Focus Spender, and today I'm going to be sharing with you what's in my investment portfolio. I notice that people often tell you what to do, but I wanted to make sure I'm telling you what I am doing to increase my personal net worth. But first, if you are not subscribed to this channel, please be sure to click on subscribe below. My channel is all about what I'm doing to increase my personal net worth, to stay out of debt, and just my real life personal financial experiences. I want to say my portfolio is definitely not perfect and there's a lot going on, but it is diversified. I want to make sure that I'm protected against the market swinging up or swinging down. So I have 8 different buckets, I want to call them, in my portfolio. I have a traditional IRA, a Roth IRA, I have a pension plan, a TDA, which is a tax-deferred annuity. I have a 401k, I own ETFs, I have a couple individual stocks, and I have general savings. So let's get right in. My traditional IRA was purchased through Sharebuilder. I rolled over some 403Bs from my old jobs a few years ago, and I actually have a video on it, which I'll definitely link below. But in that traditional IRA, I have a real estate fund, I have a growth fund, which has increased in value by 60% actually over the last few years, and I have a small cap fund. Now, a traditional IRA is an individual retirement account that you purchase with pre-tax money. You have a cap of $5,500 that you can do every year. But me personally, once I rolled over my 403Bs into that account and I purchased those 3 funds, I never put money in it again because I wanted to use that cap for something else. And I purchased them in about 2013, 2014, and overall my accounts cumulatively have grown by 40%, which I think is phenomenal. My Roth IRA is with Vanguard, and when I mentioned earlier about that $5,500 cap, you have a cap of $5,500 for IRAs overall, whether it's a traditional or a Roth. So I use my cap to fund my Roth IRA. And with a Roth IRA, you're purchasing it with post-tax money. So the money that you're using is taxed, but when you sell it or when you retire and you start to withdraw, you will not be taxing that money. So it's like, get taxed now, it grows, but then you never get taxed on it again, which is what I love. And in that Roth IRA, I also have 3 accounts. I have 3 funds. I have one that's based off of my retirement age, one that is invested in foreign accounts, and one that is invested in low-risk bond accounts. So next I have a pension and I have a TDA, and I have these 2 accounts with my old job with the city. With these accounts, you can't pick what goes into it. The city just says, okay, you can either get a guaranteed return on your investment, or you can have a mix of 20%, 25%, which is guaranteed, and then the other 75%, which is will be based on how the market does. And for now, since I'm no longer with the city, I have decided to leave it alone until I just can think about what I want to do further. So who knows, maybe in like 10 years I'll decide to go back to the city and I'll want to continue funding those accounts, or maybe I'll move it over. But the city is so complicated that trying to get my money out of it is just like a headache that I'm just not ready to undertake. I also have a 401k with my current job. It's also based off of my retirement age. So the older that I get and the closer I get to retirement, the less aggressive it will be. And I currently contribute about 7% of my pre-taxable income with my 401k. Now, many of you have seen my videos with Betterment.com, and if you haven't, I'll be sure to link a few below. With Betterment.com, you are purchasing ETFs, which are exchange traded funds, which is like a mutual fund, but a little bit more complicated. And what I like about Betterment.com, which some people may not like, is that you're not actually picking the funds. All you're doing is setting your mix. So within my Betterment.com account, I have 2 sub-accounts. One is 90% stocks, 10% bonds, and the other one, I believe, is 60% bonds, 40% stocks, because I want to use that money in the next few years. So a lot of people, like I said, don't like the fact that you can't pick your own funds, but me personally, I just needed something that would do all the work for me, and this does just that, and so far so good. I also have a few individual stocks, and honestly, I am a terrible stock picker. I have a really bad habit of buying high and selling low, which is the exact opposite of what you want to do. You want to buy low and sell high, but I just can't get it together. I buy something and it might go up and then it might go down, and then I get nervous and then I sell. Or I'll buy something and it starts to tank, and then I'm like, well, maybe it'll go up, but then it keeps tanking, and either I'll sell it at a low rate or I just won't sell it and I just pray that it goes back up eventually. And sometimes companies have gone out of business, or they've like dissolved their whole stock plan, and so your stocks are worth nothing. So for me, I'm really not into purchasing individual stocks because I just don't have the time to pay attention to it. But if you do, you can purchase yours through Sharebuilder, which is what I've done as well. And finally, I have my general savings, which I have in the form of different sinking funds. So I have a video that I just posted that I'll also link below, and I talk about like the different types of savings accounts that I have. So there you have it. And I want to say that I wouldn't be able to have such a robust investment portfolio had I not gotten rid of my debt first. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that years ago I was able to shed $65,000 worth of student loan debt in 3 years, and that really has opened up this investment world to me. Prior to that, when I had all of that debt, I had an IRA that I couldn't afford to fund, and I was only funding my 403b at 2%. And now that I'm not, paying off all this debt, this investment world has been my oyster. So if you are still in debt, I say work really, really hard to shed that debt. And if you have gotten rid of your debt, it is time now to start investing on things that will grow over time and make you wealthy. So thanks for watching this video. I want to invite you to check out my new and improved website, focusspender.com. You can also find me on Instagram at focusspender and Twitter at focusspender. Be sure to like this video if you do, comment, and subscribe again. Thanks. Bye-bye.